Good morning, friends. In T-minus 4 days, I'll be running the LA Marathon. But on our first stop of our trip to California, we got some lunch at Jan's Health Bar and then stopped at Lady M's for some crepe cakes. Pretty fascinating. There are crepes filled with cream in the middle of the individual stacks. I definitely go for the tiramisu over the regular one, just because it has more flavor. After lunch, we took a drive down to Laguna Beach. We first tried to drive down the canyon by Laguna College of Art and Design, but it was blocked off. Apparently there had been an accident there. So we turned around and headed back up the coast to exit it from the Newport Beach side. Stopped in for some gelato at Gelato Paradiso, which to this day is one of my favorite gelato shops in town. Matcha, butter pecan, cookies and cream. And we took a walk on Laguna Beach. Enjoyed a nice sunny afternoon. And then drove north into Newport Beach.
So the game plan for the week is to start in Orange County and head up the coast up to Los Angeles. That's basically the overview of this video. We're going to check out some familiar places, such as Newport Beach, one of my all-time favorites, and check out some new places as well.
Thanks to God, we got to see a beautiful sunset. This bird was all riled up. He was making noises and ruffling his feathers at the other birds. After that, we stopped by Eats Sushi. Nice little sushi place, not too far from Newport. Thursday before the race was pretty rainy, which was perfect weather for grabbing coffee and pastries at Stereoscope. They had this pretty cool pour steady device for pour-overs. We stopped by the Stereoscope in the large office building, Irvine. After that, we drove further up the coast, heading towards Huntington Beach. It was kind of a windy day, but the beach was empty and the sun was shining. A really great day to be outside.
Today we are in Huntington Beach. As you can see, the sun has come out, which is wonderful. This is another one of those familiar sights, but we will start seeing some new sights this afternoon.
After that, we got some coffee at Phil's and checked out Bella Sophia Chocolates, which are in a shopping complex kind of near Huntington Beach. I think it's called Pacific City. They had all sorts of chocolates in fun shapes.
Alright, so here's a new place for you. This is Bella Sophia Chocolates here. You may have seen chocolate chops on the internet like this one. I mean, look at that. It's a little turtle. This one's a milk chocolate caramel. It tastes like afternoon sunset.
And here you see me trying to experiment with fun new descriptions of things. I noticed in a previous video that I use a lot of the same words to describe foods. So I was trying to go with visual impressions of what things taste like in this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below.
It's getting a little bit windier. I believe we're on Sunset Beach, which is a new beach for me. Watching some of the windsurfers. They're making some pretty cool jumps out there. We're getting pelted by the sand right now. It's like getting hit with a bunch of small airsoft BBs.
After Sunset Beach, we headed up to Seal Beach. And there were these birds that were standing right into the wind in the line.
Here we are at Seal Beach. We are moving our way steadily up the coast. I have been here before. What I like about this beach is the small town feel. Just between the houses and the piers, it's very much a low-key place to hang out.
As you can see, it was getting pretty windy that day. After Seal Beach, we stopped for lunch at La Taqueria, which was a nice local taco place. Great horchata. After which we went down to Long Beach, walked along the harbor where a bunch of the boats were docked, saw the Queen Mary in the distance.
Here we are on Long Beach. This will probably be the most industrial of the beaches that we see this trip. Behind me you'll see the main downtown area. I actually saw a volleyball competition right there. I think we saw Kerry Walsh Jennings. It was probably 10 years ago. And the beach wraps around this direction. Over this direction we have the harbor with a lot of sailboats on the little smaller side. But yeah, that's Long Beach. And right behind us is the aquarium, which we should see tomorrow.
Long Beach is definitely a city beach. They had this really nice cove where the water was really calm. And they had some nice parks, but you definitely feel like you're in the city in Long Beach. They also have these oil rigs that are shaped like islands out in the coast. Those are each owned by one of the major oil corporations, if you can believe it. After that, we headed back down to Costa Mesa to grab some donuts at Sidecar. Still one of my favorites. I heard there's some pretty good donuts down further south, but this one so far is one of my tops. The next day, we picked up my sister and took a drive down to Laguna, where we stopped at Earth Cafe. Still has some of the greatest coffee art I've ever seen. And then we checked out this cool park in Laguna that I've never seen before.
Well, I'm glad we got some lunch because I'm feeling a little more hyped up for the rest of the day. Right now we're at Bird Rock Park in North Laguna. This is actually the first time I've been over here. Seems like a great place to hang out for like a date or something. There's a floral garden. There's obviously the bird rock back there just covered in birds. And then there's some surfers chilling out over here in the waves.
After that, we passed by Fashion Island on our way up the coast to Long Beach, where we stopped at a Long Beach aquarium. Along the way, we saw them setting up for a race. Nice aquarium that looked a lot bigger from the outside than the inside, but they had some pretty cool fish, including this eel and this tiger shark, a sea lion, more sharks, some more eels, and these beautiful jellyfish. Gotta include, of course, Nemo and Dory. And also frogs, because that was a thing. After the aquarium, we headed into north, and of course got stuck in traffic, because that's a thing that happens. Passed by this pretty cool building. I think it's a hotel, on our way to Dodger Stadium. This is where gear pickup was. Got our race bibs and the rest of our gear picked up.
Very rainy.
Despite the rain, it was pretty fun having it up at Dodger Stadium. After the expo, we headed to our next hotel, the Beverly Hilton, which I believe held the Golden Globes this past year. Very cute hotel rooms. Has an old school vibe that I think they like to preserve for movies and such. After that, we went to dinner at Orla, celebrating my sister's birthday. I had some great salmon. Alright, day before the marathon, we started off with some breakfast at Chaumont, something of that nature. Had some matcha with some pastries and some oatmeal. Then we checked out Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. This was my first time over there. Had a bunch of very cute and very expensive stores. All your name brand stuff was there. So we went into the Louis Vuitton men's store, and these bags are thousands of dollars, which just blows my mind. Pretty much a place where people go to shop if they have a lot of money, or just have a lot of desire to spend a lot of money. In the next street over, we checked out the Air One, which was, as people say, fancier than a Whole Foods, but it wasn't actually that much more expensive. If you do the custom smoothies like we did there, they actually come out to be about $8 or $9 instead of the $16 to $20 that I've seen a lot of people order online. Still expensive, but not as bad. After that, we went to Redondo Beach to check out Boy and Bear Coffee Roasters. I've always wanted to go down there. And then we headed down to Hermosa Beach.
And here we are at Hermosa Beach. This will be the last beach on our trip up the coast. Thus far, well, let's see, it's 4 o'clock and we're getting ready for the race tomorrow, so that's why we're stopping here. It's a lovely beach, very active. That could be because it's St. Patrick's Day this weekend. Regardless, this one's definitely the most active beach we've seen. There's just a bunch of people out here enjoying the waves and a bit of sunshine.
And today we finally ran the marathon. If you'd like to check out the full video, I'm very proud of it. I hope you enjoy it. Link is in the description below. The end of the race was at a shopping mall where we got oakberry acai for lunch. And then headed south again to Palisade Park overlooking Santa Monica. This was a beautiful part of Santa Monica that, again, was a new experience to me. After that, we headed back to the hotel for a late dinner and a movie. Last day, checking out of the Beverly Hilton and heading to breakfast at Parakeet Cafe. Good morning. It is -1 day to the race. The race went pretty well. Apologies for the exhaustion. I'm just super tired. But here we are at Parakeet. I got the healthy quinoa and oatmeal bowl. I didn't know that they combined those two, but we'll try it out. And some matcha. It tastes like if you were having oatmeal in like a log cabin looking over a valley. That's my vibe for today. And I didn't know that they were going to be combined because I asked about it. I just wasn't aware that this was actually a thing. And it's super popular. This is like their top dish. So, pretty wild. But it's good. It's really good. This is definitely like one of those everyday matchas. Pretty much tastes like the Rishi that I have at home. There we go. Last of all, we landed in Santa Monica. After the marathon, these stairs were rough. Pretty much getting up or down anything was difficult today. Now, of course, we had to ride the Ferris wheel, and it was a clear day, so we could see pretty far from it. We checked out the ring game, which, is rigged, but it's pretty fun. And ended the day sitting on the beach. Hello from Santa Monica State Beach. This is where we'll stop the video. Just chilling out here before we take off for our plane flight. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe down below and I will see you in the next video.
Totally.